Morning, students. So today we are going to start relations and functions. So this is a very important chapter. Even more weightage also is there. Even it is nearly 11 marks. Even these two chapters in first year also is there. So today the basic definition I will explain. The first one is order pairs. So what is order pair? If a pair of elements is listed some specific order. What is order pair? If a pair of elements listed some specific order, such pair is called order pair. In order pair involving two elements, one is A, another is B. So, and it is denoted by A comma B. Indirectly, it is the Cartesian product. In a straight line, you are using the two-dimensional. The two-dimensional set involving two elements, no? So, A comma B. A is the first element, B is the second element. In this chapter, order pair, A belongs to set A and B belongs to set B. Usually in order pair, the first element involving set A and second element involving set B. So this is called order pair. Okay? So this is the first definition. Then what is second one? Cartesian product. Cartesian product. What is the Cartesian product of two Cartesian product of sets A and B? Cartesian products of sets A and B definition is the set of order pairs. Set of order pairs A comma B such that A belongs to A, B belongs to B. The set of order pairs A comma B such that A belongs to A, B belongs to B is called Cartesian product of A and B. The Cartesian product of A and B, the set A to set B, is defined as A cross B equal to A comma B such that A belongs to A, B belongs to B. The Cartesian product of set A to set B is defined as A cross B equal to A comma B such that A belongs to A, B belongs to B. So I will explain that A is first element, B is the second element. For example, A is equal to 1 comma 2, B equal to A comma B. Now what is the Cartesian product of A and B? A cross B. So 1 comma A, 1 comma B, 2 comma A, 2 comma B. This is the Cartesian product of set A to set B. In A cross B, I told her first element belongs to set A, second element belongs to set B. Even B cross A comes, no problem. B cross A means the first element is B, second element is A. Usually A cross B not equal to B cross A. This A cross B, even B cross A also possibility is there. So usually A cross B not equal to B cross A. The Cartesian product of A cross B is not equal to B cross A. Even B cross A comes. Okay. In A cross B means first element is A, second element B. B cross A means first element is B, second element is A. So this is the most important definition, Cartesian product. So what is Cartesian product? Set of all ordered pairs. Set of all ordered pairs. Set of all ordered pairs A comma B. A is the first element, A is the first element, B is the second center. So it is called a Cartesian product of A. Then I will go to another definition, relation. Relation. So this also is there in first year definition only. Just I'm explaining. I'm not started second year. So first year only. Relation. A relation R from set A to set B. Set A to set B is a subset of A cross B. That is, R is subset of A cross B. A relation R from set A to set B is a subset of A cross B. That is, symbolically, R is subset of A cross B. R is subset of A cross B. The relation R is defined as R equal to A comma B, such that A belongs to A, B belongs to B. So, and even this is related, A related to B. So this is the relation from set A to set B. R is equal to A comma B, A belongs to A, B belongs to, and A is related to B. If A comma B belongs to R, then we can say that then we can say that A is related to B. What is the meaning of A comma? A comma is nothing but A is related to B. If A comma B does not belongs to R, then we can say that A does not belongs to. This is the relation definition. Very simple. R is a subset of A. Be careful. It's very important. R is subset of A cross B only. So relation R is defined. R is A comma B. This is first set, second set. So A is related to B. Suppose if it is how to read, A is related to, and B comma does not belong to, we can say A not related to B. This is the definition of relation. Definition of relation. Next definition, domain. Domain and range of a relation. Domain and range of a relation. Another definition. So up to what I have explained. Order pair explained. Cartesian product I explained. Relation I explained. So what is next? Domain and range of a relation. What is the domain and range? Set of first elements. Set of first elements of order pairs in R is called domain, and second elements of the order pairs in R is called range. So for example, domain of R is defined as A such that A comma B. A comma B. Range of R B such that A comma B belongs to R. This R. So this is first element. In a relation R, first element is called domain, second element is called range. Relation, domain, range. Domain means first element, range means second element. Okay? But it must be relation. Suppose if it is not a relation and no domain, no, be carefully. Domain and range, it must be satisfied that set R is a relation. Okay? So this is also important. Domain and range. Then next definition, inverse relation. Inverse relation. What is the inverse relation? If R is a relation from set A to set B, if R is a relation from set A to set B, if R is a relation from set A to set B, then the inverse of R is denoted by R inverse. The inverse of R is denoted by R inverse. R inverse is defined as R inverse equal to B comma A such that A comma B. So this is the most important definition. It is called inverse relation. In R, A comma B is there, and we take reverse. This is B comma A. Okay? This is A to B. This is what B to relation R inverse. This is also important definition. Once again repeating: relation, domain, range, and what? Inverse relation. Inverse relation. That one more definition I am explaining: relation on a set. This is very important. Usually in second year, relation on set A only. Relation on set A means it is given only one set, not given two sets. They are not given A and B. Only one set is given. That is called A set. A relation R from set A is a subset of A cross A. A relation R from set A is a subset of A cross A. He is called relation on set A. Even this relation on set A, so both the domain and range must be set A only. In previous definition I explained from A to B. In A to B I explained now that first element is in ordered pair. In the ordered pair of relation, first element is set A, second element is B. First it is called domain, second is called range, I explained. But here, when it is given only one set is given, both domain and range is belongs to set. If for example, set A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So, but here not A cross B, A cross A only. But A cross A. A cross A. You have to multiply that to order pairs of twice. You have to write A 1, 1, 1 to this. So relation on a set A means only if one set is given, both domain and range belongs to set but A only. Okay? This is the relation on a set A. R is A cross R is subset of A cross A. Relation on set A. One is, repeating once again, my dear students. One is ordered pair, explained. Second one is what Cartesian product. Another is relation, domain, range, relation on a set A, and what? And inverse relation. So these are basic definitions. These are all not secondary portion. These are all first years only, up to inverse relation, relation on set A. Then I'll start PUC 2 portion. In what is the PUC 2 portion? Types of relations. Types of relations. Types of relations. Now it is PUC 2 portion. This is not first year. But they are not asking in PUC 2 the previous definition. But that's very important. But definition they will not ask. The definitions only the last types of relations. What is the types of relations? So many types of relations, and one by one I'll start, one by one I'll discuss. First one is reflexive relation. What a reflexive relation. Reflexive relation means, so types of relations only from on a setting. Only one set is given, not two sets. Okay. A relation. What is the reflexive relation? A relation R on a set E is said to be a reflexive. A relation R from R on a set is said to be reflexive if A comma A belongs to R for all A belongs to E. Sometimes one must question define reflexive relation. A relation R on a set A is said to be reflexive. Is said to be reflexive on set A. If A comma A belongs to R, for all A belongs to A. What is the meaning? That another way. If A comma A belongs to R, A belongs to A. Every element of set A is related to itself. What is the reflexive relation? Every element of set A is related to itself. For example, I am explaining good example. Set A 1, 2, 3. This is a set A. Be carefully, relation on a set. A is 1, 2, 3. So I want the example of reflexive relation. The reflexive relation R equal to 1, 1, 2, 2 and 3, 3. This is called reflexive relation. Be careful. Every element of set A is related. Every element of set A is related. So 1 is 1, 1, 2 is 2, 2, 3 is 3, 3. Even 4 is there, 4, 4 also comes. This is the one example. But students' doubts is there some. What is asking student? Sir, is it is possible R equal to 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, then 1, comma 2. Students ask, sir, whether it is a reflexive relation or not. This is 100% is a reflexive relation because what the definition what now? Every element of set is related. You see the sets is very important. 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3. Next, whatever it is there, don't worry about it. That it must be reflexive. Even this is also not there, reflexive. Even next one, so many order pairs will be there. Next, whatever you let order pairs, and this is what is there. This must be present. This is called reflexive relation. Hello, no? Very important. repeating once again, a relation R on a set A. Even suppose the reflexive definition, 100 types of definitions are there, not 100 types. In all the 100 types of definitions, this is the common word. A relation R on a set A. A relation R on a set A. You should do that 100 examples. Whatever, it is a common word. A relation R on a set A is said to be a reflexive relation if A comma A belongs to R for all A belongs to A. So even I take two examples I got, this one example. This was only I gave. And what is the difference between these two? I am taking 1 comma 2. Not 1 comma 1, I take that mini order. Okay? 1, 2 comma 3, 1 comma 3, whatever it is. Okay? This is the reflexive relation. Students, example they are giving without set. This is one type of example. You are taking a 1, 2, 3 reflexive relation. R is 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. This is okay, no problem. 100% you will get marks. Give an example of reflexive relation. That's very important. One marks question. So, one more definition of the example I am explaining. In general I am explaining. What is the relation? The relation is similar to. The relation is similar to in the set of triangles in a plane. What is the important word? The relation is similar to in the set of triangles in a plane. Is a reflexive relation. Is a reflexive relation. So many examples. Even I am explaining that another example. Parallel. The relation is parallel to. The relation is parallel to in the set of straight lines, not triangle. It is a straight line. A straight line in the plane is called a reflection. Even this also good. When you are taking set A, 1, 2, 3, that is also an example. And without set, another. General means you don't need the set A. Set A nahi. Okay? Only that a relation R is parallel to in the set of straight lines in a plane is reflection. So many examples. So this is the first type definition. That is what is the called? Reflection. What is the second one? I'll start second one. Symmetric. Symmetric relation. Symmetric relation. A relation, a relation R, a relation R on a set A, a relation R on a set A is said to be symmetric. Is said to be symmetric. Is said to be symmetric. If A comma B belongs to R, then B comma A belongs to R. Interesting. A comma B belongs to R. A comma B belongs to R, then B comma A belongs to R. You take one ordered pair in R, A comma B, for example 1 comma 2, and 2 comma 1 must be belongs to R only. That is called symmetric relation. So this next for all AB belongs to set A. Students are confusing when I am asking the question. So what is the for all AB? For all AB belongs to R. Not set A, they are taking R only. B belongs to is very important. So when ordered pair must be belongs to R, but elements belong to set A. Okay, for all A, B belongs to set. So this is the another types of definition, that symmetric relation. So how many elements are selecting in symmetric? 2 elements. How many order pairs are given? 1 order pair is given. What you prove? We have to prove the reverse B comma A. Be careful when I am asking how many elements are there in symmetric? 2 elements. How many order pairs are given? Only 1 order pair, A comma B. So what you prove? B comma A. A comma B belongs to R, then B comma A belongs to R. So this is called what a symmetric relation. Okay. For example, 2 types examples I am explaining. I am using set and another without using set. Okay. So what is, for example, that A equal to 1, A is 1, 2, 3. A is 1, 2, 3. A is 1, 2, 3. The symmetric relation R equal to 1 comma 2, 2 comma 1. Even I take 1 comma 1, no problem. This is the symmetric relation. Why? 1, 2, 2, 1 is there. You can check all the possibilities, not only one this one. 1, 2, 2, 1 is 1, 2 reverse, 2, 1, 2, 1 reverse, 1, 2, 1, 1 reverse, 1, 1. So this is the symmetric relation on E. This is the symmetric relation. This is the symmetric relation. So second example I am explaining. Like A equal to, okay, same set only, right? This is the R1, this R2. So 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 2, 1. Check whether it is reflective symmetric or not. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Yes, this is also symmetric relation. But here only I am taking 3 orders, 1, 2, 2, 1, 8. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1. Even you remove this one, that is also called symmetric. Better easy means it is set A only, but it is symmetric 1, 2, 2, 1. Then what is next? R2. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 2, 1 means. So you are telling symmetry. My question, is it reflection or not? Yes, this is the reflection also there. Symmetric also. No problem. But question is the symmetric example, symmetric. Sometimes symmetric be both symmetric and reflexive possibilities. Sometimes all the 3 does. So this is this relation, this R2 relation, both the reflexive and the symmetric. Reflexive 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. And symmetric A comma B, B comma A. So this is second type symmetric relation. Symmetric relation. Many are their examples. किताबी लिख सकते examples. So one more definition in general. The previous one reflection I explained. What do you explain? The general parallel, very good. Parallel. Now symmetry, the relation is perpendicular. Relation is perpendicular to in the set of straight lines in a plane is symmetry. Why it is symmetry? So for example, this is an L1. First line is there. This is called L1. This is called what? N2. You see L1 perpendicular to L2. L2 perpendicular to L1. L1 perpendicular to L2. L2 is perpendicular to L1. Both are possible. Now it is called symmetry. My question is, it is reflection? No, because line itself is not perpendicular. Line itself is parallel. Now this is only symmetric. No reflection. No reflection. Be careful. L1 is perpendicular to L2. L2 is perpendicular to L1. Okay? Is it parallel? No, it's not parallel. Parallel, but not parallel. Parallel means it is straight line. 90-degree one. No. So suppose this is line is there. It is a parallel. Line itself is parallel. Line itself is parallel. Parallel. Line itself is parallel. L1 parallel to L1. Okay? So important definition. Symmetry. The good example in generally perpendicular. This was standard example. The relation is perpendicular to intercept of what straight lines in a plane. Then third type, I'll start third definition. Type of relation. I told many type of relations. Now I explained two definitions. Another is third one, transitive. What a transitive relation. Transitive relation. A relation or, I told you that's main common word. A relation or on A is said to be transitive. A relation R on set A is said to be transitive if A comma B belongs to R and B comma C belongs to R. Then A comma C belongs to R. Interesting. A relation R on a set is said to be transitive if A comma B belongs to R and B comma C belongs to R. It implies A comma C belongs to R. In symmetric, the previous definition you are selecting one order pair A comma B, but you have to B comma A. But how many order pairs are given is transitive? Two order pairs, compulsory. It is two order pairs A comma B, B comma C. But this and this element must be same. That is possible. Otherwise, not possible. A comma B, B. No, sir. Your question. Sir, this also B, this also B. No problem. For example, 2, 2 and 2, 2. No problem. All are equal. That is also correct. But definition correct means these two must be same. Even also some students asking that. But here there be here also B, here also B. So whatever. Next, that is also possible. All same means that also called transitive. But definition A comma B belongs to R, B comma C belongs to R, then A comma C belongs to R. This is called transitive relation. In a transitive relation, but chapter is not difficult, it's easy only. Students that struggling, they will how to start. That is very important. How to start. They are telling answer, but how to write? The way of writing. Well, example I am explaining. Small a belongs to. They are telling R. Actually, R set. Order pair belongs to R, but set elements belongs to set A. Okay. So my question: how many elements are there? Yes, 3 elements. There are 3 elements for all. A comma B comma C belongs to set A. There are 3 elements. Given 2 order pairs, then we have to prove third order pair. It is called transitive relation. Okay? So reflexive, symmetric, and what is next one? Transitive. But in reflexive, no order pair, one element is given, small a comma a, you have to. Symmetric, one order pair is given, a comma b, we have to prove b comma a. But transitive, two order pairs are given, you have to prove third order. Be careful, reflexive, only you have to select one element. So select one element. For example, b, we have to prove b comma b. C belongs to set A, C comma C belongs to. There is no order pair, we have to prove a comma a. But here one order pair, a comma b, then b comma a. Symmetrical. But transitive, you have to select two order pairs. In the relation, you have to select two order pairs, but we have to prove a comma c belongs to R. So for all a comma b comma c belongs to E. This is the, for example, transitive example. Let a equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3. This is common, easy example only. Set, I am taking set only. The transitive relation 1 comma 2, 2 comma 3. So 1 comma 3. 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 3. So I am taking 1 comma 2, 2 comma 3, it is 1 comma 3. Okay. This is one possibilities. You have to check another possibility. Whether these two okay. Can you take these two? No. Can you take these two? No. How to take these order pairs? A comma B, B comma C in this order. So only one possibility. So the student questions. Sir, you are taking 1, 2, 2, 3. 1, 3 is there. So I am taking these two. These two are not possible. I told this and this must be same. Even 1, 2, 1, 3 also not possible. But possible means 1, 2, 2, 3. 1 comma 2, 2 comma 3, 1 comma 3. This relation R is called transitive relation. So 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 3. Okay? But is it reflexive relation? No. Because reflexive relation, tell me, right? S 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 is not there. This is not a symmetric. This is not a reflection. Is it symmetric? 1, 2, 2, 1. No. 1, 2 belongs to R, but 2, comma 1 does not belong. This is not a symmetric. This is called what? Transitive. Sometimes 1 mark questions is a very difficult. 1 mark question is the most difficult question comes. If you want 100 marks, the different definitions. You give an example of transitive but not reflexive symmetry. This is R is 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 3. So another example, general, even as reflexive I explained, symmetric I explained, and transitive. Even that is the example, parallel line. The parallel, all the three are satisfied: reflexive, symmetric, and transitive. Even that parallel, you can take the similar triangles, congruent. So many examples are there. Okay, so it is good example. Transitive. The example is parallel only. The parallel is parallel to means it is satisfying all the three: reflexive, symmetric, and transitive. What is the transitive example in general? Even you take parallel, because this one line is the line itself is parallel. It is a reflexive. You take second line L1, L2. L1 is parallel to L2, L2 is parallel to L1. Even you take one more, three lines, L1, L2, L3. L1 parallel to L2, L2 parallel to L3, so L1 is parallel to L3. So remember, the good example is parallel to. Suppose if you want an example of reflexive, symmetric and transitive, you have to highlight that parallel, but not perpendicular. In perpendicular, only one is satisfied. Which one? Symmetric is satisfied. Reflexive is not there. In perpendicular, line itself is not there. No reflexive, no transitive in perpendicular. But be carefully, the most important example is parallel. So my question is, parallel is reflexive? Yes. Parallel is symmetric? Yes. Parallel is transitive? Yes. So reflexive, symmetric, transitive. And next videos, that one more definition. Still, so many are there. Let's continue video.